Hello, everybody. It is another Wednesday upon us. So that obviously means we need to go live for Wellness Wednesday. I mean, I'm sure you guys already knew that because since we probably ended the live stream on Friday, I know most of you have really been looking forward to us going live again. So here we are. Don't worry, I'm not going to disappoint and not go live on a Wednesday. I guess the only reason we wouldn't is if it's like a major holiday. So, but even with that, we do it early. So welcome, guys, to episode 147 of Wellness Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a good, hump day, as most people refer to this as. But hey, it's just another day in paradise here over at Wellicy. Just another day when we're making some incredible Delta 8 products, CBD products. We're doing it all. We're staying busy, working on the I'm going to wait for you guys to kind of pile in, and then I'll start talking about that. Let's see. Boom. Then we'll put that over there. Ooh, spicy. Okay. Hello, Magdalinda Garcia Douglas. Hello, Ryan Reel. Hello, Delaney Dunn. I hope you guys are enjoying your Wednesday, such as myself. What I'm going to do right now while kind of everybody piles in right now is I'm going to share this live stream into some related Facebook groups. If you guys can really help us out by sharing this stream, making sure you're engaging, making sure you like the Wellicy page. Facebook is really limiting our organic reach that we're getting, so by us just going live and not running paid ads. So a way to kind of combat that is for you guys to help us by engaging with us, sharing this, not even just on your personal page, but also into some related Facebook groups. That really helps us out more than you guys would know. So I'd really appreciate it. And I reward you guys by you guys asking questions, engaging with us, sharing this live, and following the Wellicy page, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, or Twitch. Make sure you give us a follow on all those platforms, and I reward you guys in the form of free CBD and even Delta 8 products. So, what do we got? We got the Wellicy Full Spectrum Tincture, Wellicy Reserve Kale Gas Pre-Roll, a Koi Lifter Pre-Roll, a Wellicy Delta 8 Cart. You can choose one of the three. CBD Effects Strawberry Kiwi Vape Juice. That's sad to see, but that will eventually be going away. And then the Pinnacle Delta 8 Pre-Roll. I do have the Maui Wowie on there, but there is two other. There's a what is that? The hybrid, I believe, or sativa. So there's a hybrid and an indica profile. So if you guys would like, you can choose from that as well. I'll show that to you guys here in a moment. But I just wanted to wait for everybody to kind of hop up in here. And before we really start jumping into this and educating and everything. So what I'm going to do is share to a group. Just get this bad boy out here. Public. Boom. All right. So I think we're doing pretty solid. So yeah, help us out, guys. Hit that share button multiple times. Go crazy on the emojis. Give me all the react emojis below as the show goes on. Making sure everything is looking good. Congratulations, Delaney, on getting a new car. That's certainly exciting. But yeah, Brian, thank you. Yes, Ryan, thank you for sharing and not scaring. Yes. With the website all last weekend. Michelle, you're going to have to pay for the expedited shipping. But, yeah, we shall. That makes shoot me a message, Michelle, after this if you want to. I mean, obviously there's gonna be a difference in the shipping cost. So I'm not sure what issues you were having with the website last weekend. But yeah, I mean, I'm always available, to help if you ever have issues. All it takes is a message to the Wellicy Facebook page. And then you are good to go. I can help you out. But yeah, Michelle, I mean, I can send you an invoice for the additional shipping cost if that's what you would like. I believe you got the 2 bottles of the Rift CBD or the Rift Delta 8 gummies. I guess I was on the right path. The Rift CBD Delta 8 gummies. It just confuses me when I say that name, because I'm talking about a Delta 8 product, but it has Rift CBD in the name, so I just get a little tongue-tied from time to time. I've emailed all weekend. Michelle, I got back to you over the weekend, so I'm not quite sure. All right. And also, Michelle, you need to realize that customer service doesn't work on the weekends. It's literally just me. So, obviously I'm doing stuff here at the office and everything. So, somebody's not constantly monitoring the email. So, yeah. All right, Michelle, I'm sorry for the 3 items. I'll take a look. I didn't remember everything that you ordered. So I'll take a look. But I'll get you a quote on the expedited shipping. And then, yeah, you can get it. Okay, Michelle, I'm sorry. I'll be sure whenever you email me Monday through Sunday, I'll be sure that I get back to you immediately. I really do try my best, but I am just one person. So, I mean, I can tell you, Michelle, no other CBD company that you email on the weekend will ever get back to you. I always try my very best. Sometimes I fail. So obviously I failed this time, Michelle. So, I do apologize about that I didn't get back to you until, Monday morning. So, yes, Nasty Nate. And I see you finally did get the Delta 8 cartridges that we sent out. Don Miller Daughtry. Hello, Don. It's so great to see you on this fantabulous Wednesday. Okay, so Nate, are you vaping on one of the Delta 8 cartridges right now? Or I guess maybe you're just saving those so you can take them out to shops. I couldn't resist the urge, once we had some extras laying around, I couldn't resist the urge to not break into them. Because, yeah, and I guess, well, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere around here. Probably on my desk, but yeah, I've gone through almost more than half of the cartridge since I started using it. But yeah, Michelle, as I said, I can help you out with the express shipping. I just need to send you an invoice for that, and then doing that. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Of course, Ryan. No, man, I definitely try. Obviously, I'm human, so I certainly make mistakes. Michelle, I'll take a look at all of this. That's kind of a completely separate thing to be talking about on the live stream. So again, I can't look at it right now because I'm on the live stream, so I can't look into your order and everything. So I'm sorry. I can't go back in time and fix anything. So listen, I made a mistake. So, hey, I'll try to do my best. I'll try to be better for you, Michelle. Okay, then, guys, let's go ahead and jump into today's episode. Guys, help us out. Hit that share button. The shares have been incredibly low recently. So, it's cool. We definitely want to I want to engage with you guys and everything. Let's see. Okay, perfect. So, all right. So, Wellness Wednesday 147, guys. I've had some questions about this kind of frequently. So, I figured we'd kind of cover it briefly today on Wellness Wednesday. But yeah, Michelle, I'll get back to your email for you. Is raw CBDa or, CBDa versus decarboxylated CBD or activated CBD, or we can just call it CBD, whichever you kind of, prefer to look at it. Okay, so for those who entered the world of CBD, you might feel a little overwhelmed. I mean, especially now if you're getting into it, if you guys are looking into CBD, and then you guys are looking into then there's CBG, then there's like now Delta 8 products. So it's like, it's always kind of been overwhelming, I think, for newbies getting into it, especially if you just type in what is CBD, you'll just go down a rabbit hole. So, you know, and now it's like there's just so many different things coming out. So I figured I would talk about this is the CBDa, because it does have some benefits. You know, just these studies are very, very early because, you know, up until recently, researchers and scientists didn't think that cannabinoids had any benefits in their raw acidic form, which is what CBDA is. All right. So as you glance along the endless list of CBD products on the market, you're going to see phrases like full spectrum, terpenes, CO2 extracted, ethanol extracted, isolate on the bottles of the tinctures, creams, gummy candies, vape oils, and other CBD products you'll come across. And that's only part of the information. Then you'll have third-party COAs and so on and so forth. So it truly is a lot. So to get the most out of your CBD experience, it's actually very important that you take the time to learn what all of these terms mean. That's why we do these live streams with you guys, is to really give you that repetition of this information. Because a lot of the information, like when we're talking about topics, information kind of from other topics will be related, you know, like things like the entourage effect, like that often comes up, you know, bioavailability, just different things. So you guys will just start, hopefully if you've been watching us for a while, you'll start seeing some similarities in some of the information. So then hopefully that repetition will help you recall and memorize this, or at least remember most of this information. So when you are out there shopping from CBD products, I mean, if you're not buying from Wellicy, then you at least have this education and you at least have this knowledge in your back pocket and that alone will give you a step up of most CBD beginners, because a lot of people, I mean, many of you guys even started on Amazon, which, you know, that's not a good thing. So CBD can be an incredibly beneficial product, but it requires that you know how to choose the right item for your specific needs. Not to confuse you further, but one of the most important things to know is the difference between raw CBDA and decarboxylated CBD. By looking at the lab results that are available by manufacturers, you're able to determine which type of, if the product you're consuming has CBD or CBDA. Yes, COAs will differentiate it between those, okay? You guys will see CBD, then CBDA, then there's THC, THCV, like there's so many, there's THCA, like there's much that, like, there's a lot of cannabinoids out there. There's acidic forms and then activated forms, okay? So the good news is that these terms are actually fairly easy to understand, and as you'll see, they make a pretty big difference in terms of the effects that they provide. Luckily for you, we're going to break down these two terms so that you'll be able to completely understand what they mean in terms of your CBD experience. And again, I have to preface it this way. Not everybody will get the same results. You know, we'll talk about some studies that have preliminary studies that looked into CBDA. Yeah, some people could get some of those results. Some people could get absolutely no results from it, or, you know, maybe a little bit of a result. So I do want you guys to be very, very understanding that when we're referencing studies that looked at preliminary results, one, they're preliminary, and two, that does not mean it's applicable from, you know, across the board for every single person. It's like that with regular CBD products. You know, some of you guys get better results from this product, and then others are from this product. For example, a broad spectrum versus a full spectrum product. Some of you get, you find you enjoy better results from broad spectrum, and someone else from full spectrum or isolate. You know, so it really all just comes down to determining what works best for you and your personal needs. That's like the most important thing. What's good, RD? How you doing, bro? It's nice to see you. I actually need to order some more gummies, dude. Like the Rift gummies have been like flying for us lately. Well, I think it's because like I've finally started, like the SEO starting to pick up for you know, the Rift Delta 8 gummies. I'm pretty sure we're up on the first page now, so that's certainly helping, RD. So I'll be reaching out to you probably tomorrow to get some more of your wonderful Delta 8 gummies. All right.
Decarboxylated. The decarboxylation process refers to the way in which CBD and other potential plant material is dried and heated before turned into a product. Once the desired plant material from hemp has been extracted, it's often exposed to a small amount of heat that activates some of the compounds in order to promote bioavailability. If you have any experience with marijuana, you know that the plant in its raw form is not going to give you intoxicating effects. That's why that you desire by just eating the nugs.
And of course, with decarboxylation, the quickest way to decarb something is by adding heat. But honestly, I almost said air and exposure, to sunlight, light over time, that can lead to decarboxylation. Okay. But really the quickest way to get that carboxyl group, that the acidic form, off to activate it, to turn it into CBD, the quickest way is heat activation, putting it into an oven or leveraging it in the extraction process as well. But there's different ways to do all of this. We'll kind of touch on all of that, but I don't want to confuse you guys.
Not only is there CBDa, there's also THCA, and in order to get THC, the intoxicating compound in cannabis, must have heat applied to it in order to do its thing. That's why marijuana is commonly smoked. When making edibles, you must first heat the plant material in an oven to activate the THCA into THC.
Does that make sense, guys?
Now, most CBD comes from the hemp plant, and the hemp plant is non-intoxicating.
Yes, Ryan Real. That is exactly what SEO stands for, my man.
That's because it contains 0.3% or less THC, which is not nearly enough to get you high. However, it does have other cannabinoids such as CBDa, which do respond well to gentle heating. When we talk about bioavailability, we refer to the way in which the body absorbs the compound. It's believed that the heating CBD and other compounds in the hemp plant make them more likely to absorb into the body and work their magic. It's widely believed that decarboxylation process allows for more potent CBD experience. That's why the majority of CBD companies consider this process standard in terms of manufacturing.
Yeah, I mean, most of you guys, when you guys are coming across like tinctures, bombs, you're going to come across a activated form of those cannabinoids. And another way for you to truly know for sure is to look at the COAs. Okay, so yes, like. A process, like you could extract it leveraging like cold ethanol extraction. And then during the, you could decarboxylate it and then provide additional filtration, which then goes into, mixing it with a carrying agent such as MCT oil. And then that goes into a final bottled product, typically a tincture, capsule, edible, so on and so forth. You can find raw CBD products out there. Like one of them is I know a company that sells it is Indoka is one of them, where it's raw CBDA plus CBD oil. So, and again, it's still a full spectrum product in there. So, be careful with that. Don't just see like, oh, it's CBDA and it's CBD. Like typically when you're seeing CBDA, yeah, you can get CBDA isolate, but typically when you're seeing CBDA, it is part of a full spectrum profile, or at least a broad spectrum profile, because we'll touch on that here in a second for the entourage effect. But now let's go into, I guess now what would it be? Raw CBDA. So, or we'll just call it CBDA. I just wanted to kind of differentiate it for you guys. So, CBDA, this has not been heated. Therefore, the CBD and its accompanying compounds are in their natural state. All right. Now, as we said earlier, CBD tends to become more bioavailable when heat is added to it. However, this process, has the potential to damage some of the chemical integrity of those possibly beneficial compounds found in the hemp plant. Certain terpenes, some cannabinoids, especially if you're getting over certain temperatures, that's when, because, cannabinoids all have different boiling points. So pros and cons to everything, guys. And it all just comes back to experimenting and seeing which one would truly work best for you. So, one way that people look at it is like CBDA can supply you with a wider range of plant material that's in the hemp plant naturally, as nature intended. because, well, there's no heat activation that could potentially destroy some of those very, very important compounds. What's up, Wayne? How are you doing? Magda, I'm glad you're loving the Rift gummies. Yes, Melody, the elf is still with us. Elfie is she is now responsible of holding the pre-rolls. So, we got to keep Elfie around. Hello, Lori Cam. From THC, and if so, why? Jamie Don, does Delta 8 THC help people who need a tolerance break from THC, and if so, why? That's something that I can't speak on right now because I hypothesize, again, they are different compounds, I have this theory where, I dab a lot, I dab Delta 9 all the time. So I'm not going to lie. I've eaten 10 of those Rift gummies in a day. I felt something, but it's the response that I get from a lot of people is they eat 1 or 2 gummies and they're like, yeah, I'm feeling solid. And they're not regular cannabis users. So it's I'm hypothesizing. I don't believe this. This hasn't been proven. So, this is all just something I came up with in my mind where I don't know. I'm thinking that for me, based on my experience, my Delta 9 tolerance might have something to do with my Delta 8 tolerance. But, again, since it is Delta 8 THC, Delta 9 THC, you can build up a tolerance for it. But, I think it all just comes back. I don't think I am correct on that. That's a hypothesis of mine. But Doug Bergman, brought something up, kind of influencing the receptors slightly differently from one another. So, potentially that could have some substance to it in regards to D9 tolerance and D8 tolerance, but I don't think so. So, Jamie Don, I'm going to be very, very honest with you. We don't have that information. Delta 8 studies are in their infancy. I think the first one dated back the 70s or something for Delta 8 THC. But because it occurs in such small amounts naturally in a matured plant, it required so much for them to be able to isolate it, where it was just it was very difficult for them to actually be able to get enough material to be able to study it. So now the leverage, advances in science and everything, leveraging isomerization, we've actually been able to take CBD isolate, convert it into Delta 8, and at a lot more of a cost-effective route, which then allows us to study it. So, Jamie, that is a question that I've been wondering as well, and I'm really hoping that we start to see some preliminary information in regards to the correlation of Delta 8 and Delta 9 THC, and if there is any correlation in regards to your tolerance. Because I will say, yes, you can build up a tolerance to Delta 8, you can build up a tolerance to Delta 9. But I have found, just off my little experience, I shouldn't say little, my frequent experience of using Delta 8, that's what has led me to come up with that hypothesis. I have friends, they'll eat 2 of the koi gummies and they're like, yo, that shit got me feeling really good. I was chilling. And then talking about being a little high, and then I eat 2 of them and I'm yeah, I feel it, but it's I'm functional. I'm not stony baloney. So, that's something I've been questioning for a while, Jamie. So thank you for asking that. I'm glad I'm not the only one that's curious about that. But, I will say, Jamie, it doesn't hurt to combine the Delta 8 and the Delta 9. I do that all the time. Last night I took a dab of my Delta 9 diamonds that I have. And then when I was watching TV, I was hitting the Delta 8 cartridge. So it just all comes back to trying incorporating a broad spectrum or a full spectrum consumption of cannabinoids in your daily routine. Now, of course, that's not saying CBD isolate's ineffective, but science has shown, and as more research comes out, they're continuing just to show that when you're combining multiple cannabinoids plus terpenes, because that's a major component that you're also missing in CBD isolate, where terpenes also have a role in the overall effects and effectiveness of those cannabinoids. So it's definitely a lot of there's a lot of research and studies that we still have to do, which is why every day is so interesting and so fascinating working in this industry, because it's what new study is going to come out? Like, I don't know all the studies that are currently going on or have been going on for the last couple of years. So I don't know, guys. It's truly just when we're talking about like CBDA versus CBD, I'm not saying that you should choose one or the other. Like, why not choose both?
Oh,
yeah, choose all of them. I know THC is typically the problematic child. Delta 8, Delta 9, those are the problem childs because they pop up. They can cause you to fail a drug test. And, unfortunately, I mean, things are changing across the country, but unfortunately, people are in positions where their employment, they are drug tested. Now, I understand, yes, there's certain jobs, that probably won't allow them to smoke cannabis. I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm not sure. Maybe when they can figure out, like, if they can test somebody, like, on the job, like, within the hour, if they consumed it, like, within the hour, to know if they were smoking on the job. Like, I get that, but, like, I don't think people should, like, not be able to smoke cannabis on their off hours just because they're drug tested. Like, bro, I'm not smoking weed when I'm at work, but, like, when I go home, I want to be able to smoke a blunt or I want to be able to take a dab. Like, how come all the coworkers, how come the pot smokers or the cannabis smokers are singled out, but then the pill poppers and the drunks can go home and get wild, show up to work the next day? Why is there a difference? I don't know, guys. I don't know. You can go ahead. I just went on a little tangent. But this will kind of finalize it. Entourage effect, guys. Listen to this.
The entourage effect. The entourage effect refers to the way in which CBD that's taken along with all the other plant compounds found in hemp produces a highly beneficial effects. It's believed that when CBD is taken in combination with these other compounds, each compound multiplies the benefits of the other. For this reason, many people prefer taking full spectrum CBD. Full spectrum CBD contains every single compound that naturally exists in the hemp plant, providing that the body with all the cannabinoids in addition to terpenes and other cannabinoids that have unique healing properties. It's just important, if you want to leverage CBD with a full spectrum of cannabinoids, you need to look for a raw, non-decarbed extracted product such as a tincture. Otherwise, using a decarbed product could result in 0 to very little presence of CBDa.
I mean, guys, like, honestly, it really does just come back to just trying to incorporate as many of these as possible. And honestly, it's like, yeah, I'm going to give you all this information, but, like, at the end of the day, like, experiment and find the profile that works best for you. That's why a lot of people, once they find a product that works for them, they stick with it. And then it's like, I mean, if you're using a broad spectrum or a full spectrum product, and then it's like, okay, like, I really want to see, like, I'll keep taking this, and say you want to, like, increase the levels of CBG because you've heard some of the potential relief mechanisms for, like, potential pain relief that potentially that could be used for. So then you could go out and find a, like a CBG isolate tincture or a higher, like a 1-to-1 or a 2-to-1, like CBG tincture to increase those CBG levels to see if that helps. You can honestly experiment, but when we're talking about, like, X cannabinoid versus Y cannabinoid, it's just like, we're really kind of just like trying to differentiate them. But at the end of the day, yes, they are slightly different, but most of them do have intertwined potential benefits and associated benefits so if both of them are showing the potential to do X, Y, and Z, and you're dealing with X, Y, and Z, why not combine them, right? I mean, that whole thing, 2 is better than 1, like, multiple cannabinoids are better than 1. Not saying 1 is ineffective, but when you're stacking those multiple cannabinoids and terpenes, your potential for effectiveness can be greater. Does that make sense to you guys? Don said, I don't get much from, sorry, not Don. Melody Carlisle said, I don't get much from the isolate. Melody, when you were using the isolate, what dosage were you using? Like, how many milligrams? You're using like a 250 milligram, 500 milligram, 1,000 milligrams. I mean, like, as the guys, like, I just, right before we went live today, I took 2. I guess I did, 2 mils, because it's a grabbed a 250 by accident, but I did 2 mils of that. So I did 16.66 milligrams. I do like isolate. I really do, but I've still taken a full spectrum product today. So, I just want to show you guys that like I still take isolates, and then I'll take my Delta 8 tincture, and then I'll take a full spectrum tincture. I'll vape a Delta 8 cartridge. Like I'm incorporating all these cannabinoids all day long into my daily wellness routine. So 500. So using the 500 milligram one Melody. So you just did what I did, the 16.66 milligrams. Yes. You may find that with like a full spectrum or broad spectrum, your dosage may be less because of those synergistic properties of them all working together, potentially. So, Melody, what that could mean is the CBD isolate may not work for you as well as the broad spectrum or the full spectrum, but it may just be a dosage issue with that because you're just relying on one cannabinoid. Full spectrum, broad spectrum, they're working together synergistically to really enhance the effectiveness of one another, which could cause you to take a reduced dose and still get the desired effects that you found. So, I just wanted to point that out, Melody. I don't know if you've ever thought of it from that perspective or for that reason, but I just thought I'd bring it up. It's certainly good to have different outlooks and different perspectives, I guess, on your dose and everything, because I'll tell you, we have a ton of customers that just use CBD isolate. So, but again, just because it works for them doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Everybody's body's different. There's so many things that can determine the effectiveness of a product. So it's important to experiment, guys. But honestly, the most important thing is to buy from a reputable company with third-party test results. Because if you're buying from not a reputable company, well, they're not reputable for a reason. So it's like, what makes you think they're going to be reputable enough to put high quality material into your, say, tincture? Because if they use low quality material and crappy material, then of course you're not going to get the potential relief mechanisms that you're looking for. Because not all CBD is created equal kind of thing. Like, right? Yep. Delaney, that is another way for you to do that is, if you were I like making teas with my flour. The heat activation may convert. I don't know. It may convert. I don't know how hot you get your tea, but because some people will do raw hemp flour smoothies or raw kind of plant material smoothies, so then they can get the CBDa. Because if you smoke flour, that immediately converts the CBDa over into CBD, the THCA into THC. So, a lot of people do that. They'll make the raw flowers in a smoothie, or I've even been using, there's hemp protein powders and stuff out there like that. So that's another way for you to kind of get the CBDa. Yeah, John, man, you joined the club, man. I hate USPS. They still haven't got my order. Yeah, man. Just ask Nate. I sent him a package last week, and he just got it today. So, yeah. And John, you're in Texas, man. That's the worst place to be going to. Does the post office even have power? I didn't even think about that when you were asking, what's taking so long. You're in Texas, man. Isn't everything shut down?
No, good. It's been good for a little bit, for a couple of days.
Yeah, well, okay, so you're just now getting back up on the grid, but those couple of days that they were out of power, I don't know. I don't know everything that's going on. I'm just hearing from different parts of Texas, but once you said that, John, that kind of came to my mind, is that, well, maybe the blizzards or something. Just a hypothesis of mine.
Blizzards, quote unquote blizzards.
Yeah, I don't know. John, were you affected by that at all? Was it all of Texas? I just imagine all of Texas was just snow covered, but I don't know if that was the case or not. Yes, they have power. All is open now. Okay, perfect. So yeah, one, that's fantastic that people are getting back to normal life or trying to, but Yeah, that may have caused it. What's the I'll check the tracking for you, John, and see where it's at. Honestly, I guarantee what it's gonna say is in transit arriving late. That's like what has been happening with USPS. Like, especially like it'll say it's being delivered on a day, and then that time passes, and then they're like, oh, just kidding, it's in transit, but it's delayed and maybe arriving late. So I don't know. It's just like, it's really frustrating, but hopefully it gets there soon. I'll check for you, John, and see on my end. Oh, and I do want to let you guys know, many of you guys have been asking the Canna River tinctures. I was able to finally get some ordered from the manufacturer. So, yeah, those are updated on the website too. I know a bunch of you guys were asking me about the Canna River Delta 8 tinctures. They are up on the website now. Let me see. All right. I use my Decarbed / dry herb vape flower. Yeah, I was gonna say the Decarbed. Yes, it is Decarbed. Just because, the heat has been applied to it. But, I mean, there is still use cases for it. I mean, honestly, like, even, like, the cannabis leaves. Like, just the leaves. People are chefs are using that to garnish dishes or to, like, grind up into, smoothies or purees and just different things. So it's like, yeah, the buds can be used to cook, but, like, the flower or the fan leaves, yeah, thank you. The fan leaves are also being used for, cooking and everything. So look into that. I mean, shit, guys, if you're growing flour at home, like, take out one of those fan leaves, and put it into a smoothie. Right?
Ooh.
Right? Some omega-3s, omega-6s. I mean, what else will be in there? Okay. Oh, we had no power for one day, the coldest day, no problems. Well, that's good because I don't know. I guess I was just seeing like the worst of the worst, like on Facebook and stuff of just like saw people like powering their houses with like their Ford trucks.
Yeah, I saw people were like, I think there was one person that like died because they brought their grill into their house to warm it up and they got like carbon monoxide poisoning.
Oh my goodness. Well. Yes, Lori, you can eat it in a salad. So just like spinach, that would be another thing. Screw the spinach. I mean, yeah, we can put the spinach in there, whatever, but put the leaves in there, right? So yeah, you could make a salad. That is another thing that I have seen. Cannabis leaves in salad. They're like, it's truly incredible, guys. Like all aspects of the plant is just like useful and beneficial. So it's just like, I just love the cannabis plant. Everything about it you could just use about it. That feeds. Yep, there's another one. Delaney, thank you for bringing that up. That's a good kind of comment. I saw a video about a pig farm that feeds the fan leaves to their pigs. Yeah, like do some research, guys. Like look into what kind of nutrients that you would be getting from eating the raw cannabis leaves, because it's not just like something new. It's been happening for a while. I mean, most people are obviously wanting to use the buds and making the infusions to then get stony baloney off the edibles. Hey, I like doing that too, but all aspects. The fan leaves even can be used for stuff. All as I ask, Lori, if you're making cannabis leaf salad, definitely send me a picture of it. I haven't done it. I mean, I've eaten a leaf before. Like, not like the whole, like now you guys are probably imagining eating just like cutting off a leaf and just shoving it in. No, I just like took like a little bite. You know what I've seen even is people frying the fan leaves and then coating it. So then making like little chips out of them. Like putting breadcrumbs in it, like dipping it in oil and then breadcrumbs. And then you put it in oil over the stove and then you're making like kind of cannabis leaf chips or whatever you want to call that. There's definitely a better name for that recipe, but I can't think of it. So like, I tried my best. Most of you guys will know. So Lori Kim, okay, someone send me some leaves. Yeah, when I honestly, Lori, like I guess when I'll be starting another plant soon. So in a few months, when I'm, cutting it down and everything, like when I did my last plant, I had like a lot of families. It was just like, I felt bad throwing those away. So yeah, Lori, I definitely, out of one plant, you could definitely make quite a few salads out of that. We need a little inverter to power a TV cord running for my son's truck, but it worked. Hey, I mean, shit, like creative as shit, like whatever works, right? And I'm just glad that you weren't kind of out of commission for too long. John Ojeda said cannabis salsa. That's another thing. Yep, some cannabis salsa. Okay, like that would be fun. I would get down on some cannabis salsa. CBD salsa sounds good. Yeah, I mean, guys, like you can do this yourself. You guys can make CBD salsa at home. You guys have a full spectrum product. I mean, honestly, if you don't want to alter the taste, like, I mean, you could get like a distillate or something, but you could use the Wellicy unflavored tincture, put the CBD in there, and then you could mix it with your salsa. And then you just made CBD infused salsa. I just tell you guys stuff like this because it is a lot easier to incorporate and infuse CBD into your day-to-day life than some people think it is. I mean, like, yeah, like, of course, if you want to make like killer edibles and stuff, like buying from a manufacturer that's tried and true, like that's the way to go. But I mean, like making like CBD salsa, guys, like I don't know. I mean, do you guys expect Taste to roll out a CBD salsa? If they did, it would be 5 milligrams. You'd be paying $10 for the salsa. It'd be negligible amounts. It would just be an ingredient. So it's like, why not just make that yourself? Right? And then you can make a more potent CBD salsa. I mean, shit, like you could literally scoop up the salsa, put the CBD on there, and then boom, there you go, eating your CBD salsa. Like most of you guys already have the products. Now you're just pairing your CBD products with whatever you want to infuse. Okay, you can infuse just about anything with oils, CBD, or THC. Yes, John, that is absolutely correct. I mean, obviously, when you're infusing stuff like fat, it is fat soluble. So, using something like butter or oils so it can be absorbed in there. That's obviously the preferred method. That's why, most of the time when you don't just like mix the flour in with your edibles, you infuse the butter. Then you take the infused butter and then you make brownies and then you make cookies and then you make anything. I don't know, spaghetti squash. I don't know. Like, what are you going to make? Garlic bread? Like, when you have the can of butter, guys, I mean, I'll tell you, like, the can of butter does taste, like, it tastes weedy. It'll come out greeny, too. A little greeny. But, it's weed butter. So, you guys could eat just can of butter toast or hemp butter toast if you wanted to. Because you can do that. Like, yeah, if you have cannabis, you can infuse with it. But if you have like flour, you can infuse that. Yeah, absolutely could. So, okay. Hello, Lindsay. Good to see you. Hello, Brandon. Hello. Everybody just jumping in saying hello. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you could help us out, share the live stream a couple of times. Make sure you give us a little follow. And then by doing all that, engaging with us, you'll be entered into the giveaway. That's all you have to do. The more times you share, you comment, or tag friends, the more chances the more entries you will receive into the giveaway. And then at the end of the show, we have a little random generator that goes through the comments and all of that. And then it will spit out some names. So, I mean, I got like 6 products to give away today. So all depending on the share count, that dictates how many of the prizes we give away. I mean, I keep saying, like, we get 125 shares, I'll give away all 6 products. Just 125. Let's go. Let's get it out there. Yes, Delaney. Elfie is chilling because Elfie has been smoking on the Wellicy Reserve KLR gas pre-roll. Have any of you guys in here tried the new Wellicy Reserve KLR gas pre-roll?
I have.
Have you?
I have.
I didn't know that, dude. When did you try it? Wow, dude.
I did. Okay, I didn't know if I was bullshitting myself, but I have had it.
Yeah, we made that distillate cone first. Yeah.
Yeah, we smoked in the back with nasty.
I mean, guys, I've even been playing around. I mean, we've pushed it out to some of our retailers. The distillate cones. So you get a gram of the KLR gas flower, and then there'd be full spectrum CBD distillate mixed in there.
Good show.
Ooh, yes. So then it's a little like an extra little kick in the pants when it comes to potency. Just having the distillate in there. The disty cones. So I'm playing around with stuff like that. You know, I just got an updated COA back from for the KLR gas. Yes, don't worry, guys. There's already a COA up on the website. You can see it. There's a QR code right on the label. Don't worry. I follow my own advice, guys. Listen. So I just got the terpene results back. I'm waiting for them to update the potency results. But yeah, it's cool seeing the terpenes. I just wanted to highlight that. So if you guys are like, yes, I really love this KLR gas, like this is exactly the type of feeling I want, then you can start looking at the terpene profile, and then you go from there. Go from there. Okay. Any questions on that? And we all are also working on I would have had them actually, but that's the reason why I thought of this, John, actually, about the whole Texas thing is because I have one of the companies that we use to print some of our labels, or actually that I used to print the pre-roll labels. He is in Texas, and he was shut down for a few days, with like no power or anything. So that's why I haven't even released the Wellicy Delta 8 pre-rolls. Because that is something I am playing around with too. Lots of new stuff coming here. John said, okay, so you infuse your olive oil with your favorite flower, CBD or THC, mixed with your favorite salad dressings. Makes for relaxing after dinner conversations. There you go. Hey, John, you sound like you have some experience with that, my man. I mean, it's even come to a point now where dispensaries and manufacturers are seeing that people like to cook with it. I mean, I've seen CBD infused olive oil. I've seen THC infused olive oil. There's dispensaries that sell pre-made canna butter. I just look at that and I'm like, you're charging me a premium for something that I can do myself. Yep. Like the concentrates, I'm like, I don't have the extraction equipment at home to make the diamonds, so I guess I'll pay the money for the concentrates. But it's just like the flour. I'm like, I even feel paying for flour now, because it's like I can just grow the flour at home. Like I have a couple ounces of flour curing at home right now. She needs. It's really awesome if you to wait for him to have power back to make your labels. Those guys in Texas are going to need the business to help her. You mean going to somebody else? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I almost had to, because I mean I can't put my business on hold for everyone else. My customers aren't gonna wait. So, I definitely try to be loyal with our suppliers and everything. So but yeah, it all worked out. You did a great job on the first print job. So wanted to stick with them. I live by the motto, if it's not fixed, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Especially with like my suppliers for like packaging and things like that. Like if you're great to me, then like I'm gonna be a very loyal customer of yours. Okay. Got to stay hydrated. John Wade, I love to cook, love my CBD. I mean, I know I need to come down to Texas, man. I need to come to your house because you're always like cooking up some baller meals, man. Like, it sounds delicious. So, I guess maybe I'll have to come down there like when like the snow isn't there, because like we got snow here. We're supposed to get like a big snowstorm here tonight. I mean, supposedly. We'll see. They say that, sometimes, but you never know here in Colorado when it comes to the weather. Ryan, hey, I was waiting for your comment, man. Every time I go to take a drink of water, you always have a little comment. So I didn't see it at first, and I was like, where did Ryan go? Why isn't he commenting? So what questions do you guys have on CBD, CBG? I mean, what else can I answer for you guys? Or what have you guys been coming across maybe in the last week or so, or maybe some new information you've come across. Or maybe you have a question about a specific product, or you're trying to decide between two different products. Like, this is all, now it's all just Q&A for you guys. So this is all your time. I'm going up and down, making sure that I'm not missing any of the comments and everything. So I can definitely tell that Facebook did give me a notification last week that they said that because of the content that we share, that they were going to be limiting the exposure of the Wellicy page. And I can definitely tell that Facebook is doing that, like that little shadow ban. But this time it wasn't really a shadow ban. They just came out and told me. And it was literally from posts that I shared back in December, and it was just Wellness Wednesday posts. Well, I mean, I guess it was like the holiday special, where it was like, it had like the discount code in it. So I think like, cause it had that, and I was like, oh my God. Ridiculous with Facebook's like rules and regulations and everything. Yeah, or FB does suck, but hey, that's where everybody is. Gotta play by their rules. Okay, there you go, Lindsay. You're making infused spaghetti and garlic bread, but tomorrow I'm doing ribs. Lindsay, better just start marinating the ribs right now. Really make sure they just suck up the marinade, the cannabinoids, whether you're using CBD or THC. Melody, you guys came right up on my notifications today. Yep, Melody, because I believe you have clicked the little bell button in the top right-hand corner to notify you, and then also clicking the, let me see. Yeah, because when you click that bell, it'll say get notified when they go live. And then, honestly, guys, to take it a step further, when you go to the Wellicy page, when you click the like button, I believe there's like, if you click the like, it'll say like priority level. And if you say prioritize, to make sure they show it to you every time, that way you'll ensure that you're seeing all of our posts. So I'll make a video instructing you guys, like I'll do a screencast of me on my computer showing you guys how to do that, because that's another big thing. Like, we all live in the algorithm world now. So, just because you follow Wellicy, that doesn't mean that you're always going to see our posts. Right? I mean, most of you guys, even when I share blog posts and stuff, it doesn't get seen by most of you guys. So it's really important that you guys do that. But yeah, Melody. So yeah, you did click that bell to say get notified when they go live. But I'll also do it'll be like a minute video of me showing you how to make sure to prioritize the Wellicy posts in your Facebook feed to make sure that you're always seeing our posts. And you're basically telling Facebook like, hey, well, you got to tell Facebook twice now. Hey, I follow this page, but that's not enough anymore. Now you got to say, hey, Facebook, I follow this page, but I also want you to prioritize the notifications for this page, or, show me all the notifications when this page makes a new post. There you go, Delaney. I'm making a flower tea right now. You go, Delaney. All right. Lori said, I like and follow, but don't see all the posts. Yep. So it's probably the prioritization level that I was just talking about. Again, I will make a quick video showing you guys how to do it. All right. Push notifications. Yep, absolutely. But yeah, let me see if I can actually do it over here. I just wanted to see if I don't know if I'll be able to do it live, but it's okay. I just wanted to see, because I know there's a way to prioritize the notifications. Like, click that bell.
Yeah. That's all you gotta do is just notify you. That's, all videos.
Yeah, see, they have all live videos.
Yeah, so they'd want to go
here, and then
probably right here.
Follow settings. Follow right up. Follow settings. Yep. Okay, perfect.
Favorites.
Yep. Favorites. Boom, boom. See? Yep, there is a way. You literally go, if you're on the Wellicy Facebook page, guys, like out of the video, obviously, there'll be in the top right-hand corner, there's a button that says liked, message, there'll be a magnifying glass, and then there's the 3 dots. If you click the 3 dots, it'll give you a drop-down, and it'll say follow settings. And then you need to make sure you highlight where it says favorites. It'll give you favorites. And then boom, and then you can update it. You can even do it in like the posts, the videos, and everything to make sure that it's all prioritized. You got to do that with Facebook now. Is there a chart or a good read to find out? Can't read it. How can you find out what the terp profiles are? Are you asking like what, like the potential benefits of all the terpenes, or are you asking for like the terpene profiles of specific products? Because I have a terpene profile, a terpene COA for the Wellicy KLR gas that I will be publishing. I just got it like an hour ago. But John, if you want to look at terpenes, individual terpenes and their benefits, the website, I believe Leafly is a good one for terpenes. Leafly, leafly.com. You can go and look at a chart of all, the varying potential benefits of terpenes. Again, that's very preliminary. They need to keep studying more of that. But John, yeah, so go to Leafly if you want to look at the individual terpenes. I believe they have it on there. And I know they have like wonderful for like strains and everything, but I do believe they have an area for just like breaking down the individual terpenes. But John, for product terpenes, that's up to the manufacturer to get a terpene analysis. Because when I go to my lab, Botanicor is the local lab that I use here. When I submit a chain of custody form, they have multiple different types of tests. So they have a potency test. They have a residual solvent test, heavy metal test. Then they got a terpene test. Those are all individual tests that they have to run. So there's an additional cost for each levels of those tests. All right. So, for most products like flour, that's the one where you're really going to see a lot of terpene tests. So that's why I wanted to make sure I will be publishing a terpene analysis, and it shows you the percentage breakdown of the varying terpenes inside that specific product, inside the Wellicy KLR gas. All right. Yep. So that's the strain list. John, so Leafly, that's really, really good for the strains. I love that. But there is a website that I have found. Maybe I'll have to do some research on my end for the individual terpenes for you. Because you can do, like limonene benefits and then see limonene. Let me see actually what that pulls up. Look, guys, for God's sake, you type limonene benefits as a terpene cannabis. D-limonene benefits, side effects, dosage, interactions. And that's verywellhealth.com. WebMD, are there health benefits to taking limonene? And that's only one terpene. John, Leafly does have blog posts. Here's one. What is limonene and what does this cannabis terpene do? So I believe that they have... So they have blog posts. Leafly is honestly a very, very, very good resource when you guys want to look at cannabinoids, strain profiles, and also the terpenes. I use Leafly. That's one of my go-to sources for information. I love Leafly. We even have a Wellicy page on Leafly.com. Leafly is incredible. I cannot recommend that website enough. If you guys really want to dig deep, if you guys don't have me here engaging with you, then yeah, okay, perfect. Yep. So Lindsay, you've seen that too. I thought that was it, but again, I look at a lot of different websites and information throughout the day. So a lot of times I confuse things in my brain. Will help with legalization. Delaney, yes, good reputable dispensaries and COAs will help with legalization, making it more easily available, will help lower overdose rates from sketchy deals. Oh, well, buying drugs, illegal drugs, is that what you're talking about? Prescriptions? Because, you're not overdosing on weed that you're buying from the black market unless it's cut with spice, PCP. But if it's unadulterated cannabis and it's truly cannabis, you're not overdosing on it because, well, you can't overdose on cannabis. I think they have discovered that there is a way to, but it'd be smoking more than your body weight in a minute, very, very quickly. That would be near impossible.
Just a lot of smoking.
See, John? See what happened? Wow, that site is awesome. I need some limonene dominant cannabis strains. Well, John, you definitely will like the Lemon Dream because that is high as shit in limonene. Honestly, all three of the terpene or the Delta 8 cartridge profiles, they do have some limonene. Like the Lemon Dream obviously has a very, very high limonene content in it. So, John, I hope that kind of helps dictate and guide you on the products that you're consuming going forward. Knowledge is power, guys. You don't know what you don't know.
I like that.
What?
It's good.
You don't know what you don't know?
Yeah.
You don't even know what you don't know.
How are you going to know?
Yeah, because you don't know. Exactly.
So the only way to not know is to know.
Is to know. So it's like, that's why I do these live streams. That's why Cam and I are going live, and we're trying to push out blog content. We're trying to make these live videos for you guys, just so you're exposed to the knowledge. Because how do you know what questions to ask that you don't know about? Right? Just confusing you guys maybe a little bit, but I hope that makes sense. What's up, Justin? How are you doing? I like lemon and lime flavors and lots of things. Lindsay, I know I look at the tons of stuff too. I either remember exactly or not at all. Yeah, or I'll just combine information and think that it was all on one, but really it was like half from this resource, half from this resource, and then I'm just like, oh my god.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, so whatever. Good. Okay, guys. Hello, Matthew Ratliff. Hello, sir. I thought I saw your name pop up on the old YouTube. I just had to scroll up a little bit. Happy Wednesday, folks. All of you guys that are just tuning in, if you could help us out, hit that share button, tag some friends, and make sure you're following Wellicy, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, aka Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Like, make sure you guys subscribe, give us a follow. I mean, shit, if you really want to give us some love, go follow us on all those platforms. It really does help. Yes, it's a help. All I know is sativa or indica. I mean, exactly, and that's what most people know. Or hybrid, John. We'll throw in hybrid in there. And that's how most people are buying. That's how it's dictating a lot of people's buying decisions. When it's just like, no. Yeah, I guess the old adage, like, I guess that worked before we had all the studies into it. But it's like, honestly, guys, the whole indica sativa, the reason for it wasn't to determine the effects. It was it was based off the height and size of the fan leaves. Skinny, fat, short and fat, tall and thin. Right? So that's really where sativa and indica originated from. But yeah, it worked for a while, where we thought, THC is just the only thing. Like, you want awakening THC or you want sleepy THC? Sativa, indica. Well, that old adage is not efficient anymore because, well, we have the preliminary information. We have the ability to study this stuff. We have the internet. So, and now we're starting to see that terpenes dictate a major role in the effects that you're getting from cannabis products. It's just like, people call me still. I hear people, I want a sativa edible. And I'm like, that's not how it works. Like, when you eat it and it's processed by the liver, it's not even THC anymore. It's 11-hydroxy THC. So it's a different compound that it metabolizes into. So again, and I go to the dispensary here, indica sativa hybrid, and I'm like, I don't care.
I don't care.
Like, when they ask me, like, when I'm buying it, and not that I don't buy edibles too often from the dispensary, but when they ask me, I'm like, I don't care, dude. They all get me high.
They'll make me tired. So
yeah, I'm like, they just get me stoned, bro. Like, you cannot tell me that, like, eating even the same edible, eating the sativa version or the indica version, that I'm going to get any different effects. I get high no matter what. I just feel it in my eyes. My eyes get heavy and I feel sleepy anyways. Like, oh, gosh. But yes, Lindsay, the effects, the awakening, the sleepy, the in-between is a combination of the cannabinoids with the terpenes. But the terpenes have a major, major role in that. Okay? Hopefully that's like kind of opening a lot of your guys' eyes to how much more information we need to uncover about cannabis. Because, I mean, there's dispensaries that are doing tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars probably a year, and they're still labeling their products like that. I mean, I'll tell you this, it's really cool. My girlfriend told me this the other day, actually. People are like, oh, no, cannabis legalization is bad, blah, 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 blah. The haters, like, shut up. But, there is this city, Aurora. I guess there is a huge multi-million-dollar rec center facility being built, all based from cannabis revenue. That's it.
It was like 41 million or something.
It was massive.
It was like a big one because I saw the number. I was like, Jesus, in Aurora? You're going to put in
Aurora?
Aurora?
All cannabis. Like, are you kidding me? Do you know how many states are like, I mean, shit. It's like I see stuff like southern states and other states that are having issues with like budget deficits and stuff. And it's like, and they're the ones that are so against cannabis legalization. They're like, we need more tax revenue. We need more tax revenue. And it's like, cannabis. It is the solution. It's like this. People need to get over. Honestly, like we need to get these old fuckers out of the government. The lifers that have been in there for 75 years. Like, get out. It's not the 1940s anymore. Get out. Like the times have changed. Like, get with it or get out. That's all I gotta say. Like, isn't that awesome, Melody? I thought that was incredible. I was like, yo, I'm not a piece of shit for smoking weed. I'm helping my community. One dab at a time. Every time I dab, I'm like, this is for you, community. So, I don't know. Matthew Ellis said, you will. Like, targeted terpene profiles help my concussion. Oh, Delaney, thank you for sharing that. That's freaking amazing. After I crashed my stock car, anti-nausea targeted terpene profiles help my concussion recovery. You know what else is really being you know what else is shown to be even more effective, potentially effective than CBD for treating nausea? CBDa. Oh my God. All right. Matthew said Facebook likes to ban me about every 4 days. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, honestly, like I can't even post. Like, I'm afraid of posting product links. So like an image and then a link to that product, like Flower or Delta 8, because that's what seems to be triggering it. But if you post just a picture and then you just say like, well, see Delta 8, with a little caption, that's fine. But then there's a price or a link to go buy it. That's when they seem to have an issue with it.
They're like, whoa.
I don't know. I don't know. Have you guys joined Cannabis yet?
Yes.
The Cannabis Social Network?
Yes.
It's the juice. I'm getting, I've been trying to get on do the Facebook, but now I'm like with all this stuff. Once I saw that limited reach, I'm like, yo, I need to figure out how to just grow this really, really big on Cannabis. Just because this is getting ridiculous. It goes against their terms of service, like drugs and illicit substances. Like maybe y'all should like you guys spend all like Zuckerberg's at Congress all the time, so like he should know the laws pretty well by now. So like the Farm Bill is a thing, Zuckerberg. Some of the flower. Yes, Delaney, I'm glad you've been up on Cannabis. I've been slacking on my Cannabis stuff lately, so I need to get back on there. Delaney said, do a Cannabis series. Do they let you go? They let you go live on there, right? Actually, I believe. The only thing, I guess, like, I know, I just won't be able to, like, use all my fancy camera equipment with it. Yeah, you have to use your phone because nothing obviously integrate. There's no API access to Cannabis yet.
One day.
hopefully. But I mean, it's Lindsay Cannabis is sweet, but I haven't posted anything to my account yet. Same with TikTok, but I've seen how creators are getting around the weed ban on TikTok, so I've been thinking about it. What'd you find out? I mean, I saw one of the a kind of pretty decently sized CBD podcasts. They were predominantly doing it on Twitch. Twitch shadow banned them and then took down all their videos. Like they had a lot of stuff on there, and Twitch just took them down. I mean, I'm streaming on Twitch right now. But it's not my go-to source. Like, it's just an extra source. It's like, honestly, it's because, like, this program that I use, I could push to all these places. But I can't, like, cannabis, I can't do it through, like, my computer. I'd have to literally do it from my phone. So, but yeah, that is a good idea. Flower is sweet. Replying to Lindsay Hipple, Canada VPN. What are you saying? Are you saying that they're leveraging a VPN through Canada, Delaney, for TikTok? Is that what you're talking about? Or I don't know. I guess you're replying. Do a cannabis series. I think that's what you were replying to. Delaney said I can name 3 dispensaries in my cities. I mean, there's a lot. A lot. I mean, there's Native Roots, Good Chemistry, the Herbal Cure, Ganja Gourmet, which is a fantastic place, which is all just edibles. It's a incredible place, but it's medical only, so they got like very potent edibles and stuff like that. The Green Dragon, the Clinic, what Starbuds. I mean, shit. There's 7 right there. And those are chains. Those are like the major players in here, or out here, I should say.
Herbal Cure's a chain?
No, I guess Herbal Cure's not. Not in Colorado. I think they were talking. I haven't been there in a while. But I think they were talking about expanding, but I don't think so. Like, so Good Chemistry, like Native Roots, Starbuds, Green Dragon. Those are major chains that are just like everywhere, especially Native Roots, guys. Like Native Roots is just like run shit in Colorado. Like it's everywhere. Really, Lori? My mom always got banned for putting craft links up on Facebook, Lori? Okay, so now it's definitely like what? Honestly, it's come to a point now where Facebook just wants you stuck on their platform. So like YouTube did it. Like YouTube was taking down videos that would like have links. I mean, it was CBD stuff. But it's just getting to a point now where it's like you don't post links.
Yeah.
Like Facebook is getting so like they're just like they get jealous if you go anywhere else. Like nope, you gotta stay on our platform. So I think that's it. Yeah, links get you. Yeah, I don't get it. It's like you want me to share stuff like. This is a commerce platform. Like you sell stuff. Like honestly, like, but it's okay to have a link as long as I'm paying for it. But I can't pay for it because you say the products I sell are illegal. Stuck between a rock and a hard place right now when it comes to Facebook. God. It's like whatever. I think links has caused Facebook can't probably. Yeah, now Delaney, that is true. It is a pay-to-play platform, 1,000%. She would get banned for 3 to 30 days. That's, yeah. I guess it's got to be the links. Like, yeah, the Delta 8 and the flower probably doesn't help, but it's the links. I'm friends with this guy. I'm friends with this guy on Facebook. Just post, Delta 9 THC ropes, D9, not D8, Delta 9 THC nerd ropes, Delta 9 edibles, flower. And it's just like the videos and a picture, you know. He sells that shit. Like, come on. We all know what you're doing, bro. But he doesn't get banned or anything. He's fine. No links, no pricing, no nothing. I bet Facebook checks those DMs, though. They see a little different story. Don, yeah, FD greed. Absolutely. John, I mean, not the hash, bro. Like, hash is like, Dude, there's so much more pure concentrates. Or just more, I don't know. Hash has its place. I get it. But, John, we are working on, like Wellicy Delta 8 concentrates. I have found this cool company out of Oregon that we might be able to work with for maybe like some full spectrum CBD, like some saucy dabs. Like I want to be able to get like concentrates that look like the diamonds and the sauce that I get when I go to the dispensary here. Like I wish I had my Grandma Wax here to show you my 4-gram bucket, my monkey business strain.
Mine's gone.
Yeah, well, mine like that is like I reserved some of it, dude, because I still have like some other grams that I was dabbing.
I shouldn't say it's gone. It's almost gone. It's like 85-90% gone.
Oh, well, got to make a trip down, or you could get that 8-gram too. I'm in a bunch of vape groups, and there's absolutely no links allowed in almost every one of them. Yep, it's just links. So I guess as long as I don't post links in the live stream description, then maybe that might help us out a little bit. But it's just like, oh my God, like Facebook. I remember the days when you could post a YouTube video and it would play the YouTube video directly in the feed.
I remember that.
SoundCloud, you posted it, you could play the SoundCloud directly in there, and then Facebook could put a capuche on that.
On all of it.
Yeah, on all of it. Now you got to go externally. Like when you share a YouTube video, it clicks it, opens it in YouTube. They want you to pay. That's why. Melody said, so does Tommy Chong. What about Tommy Chong? I follow Tommy Chong on Instagram.
Willie Nelson has his own cannabis flower products, and she said so does Tommy Chong.
Oh, yeah. So Willie Nelson, what he does is, I do actually appreciate what Willie Nelson does, is because he's not looking to become a conglomerate.
He's original stoner.
He works with small farmers and sources hand-selected, handcrafted strains from them instead of just buying from like these massive conglomerate farms, or instead of him going out and buying up all these farms and making a conglomerate, he's just letting them do what he does. He honestly made a post like, you guys all supplied me with weed all these years while I was touring, so now I want to return the favor and sell your weed. So he's just a brand.
It's the stoners that are always looking out for the people.
I mean, unfortunately, in a lot of places, like when brands are starting up, like some flower brand, like cannabis companies, like they can work with smaller grade farmers, you know, when they're starting up to source it, but they're branding it and putting it in the packaging. So everybody thinks like, oh, XYZ farmer, you know, or XYZ Cannabis Co. they make this product. So everybody's buying it, and then they get all that money, and then they'll either buy out that farmer or just say, screw you, we're just going to start growing ourselves. I mean, you do that, like the dispensaries I go to, they are vertically integrated. Or the one dispensary I go to, Good Chemistry, they grow their own stuff. They've even started working with extraction companies to use their material to make the extraction. It makes it for a more cost-effective product for the end consumer with the vertical integration. But yeah, Tommy Chong for sure. I mean, he's got like his bongs, like he's got everything. I forgot what his glass line's called. Chong's Glass or something. Chong's Choice is what it's called. Or no, that's his cannabis. The CBD. It's one of them. See, I run across all these different brands and everything. Has anybody tried the Martha Stewart CBD products yet? I'm not gonna like hate on you if you have. I really want to know. I'm interested. Maybe I'll just buy some and try
Cheech
them.
and Chong Glass.
Yeah, maybe Cheech and Chong Glass. See, it was easy. But Chong's Choice, I think, is his flower line. So I guess I was like 25% right. Verify with Facebook. Look at all that age verification, baby. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Okay. Delaney, have you tried Willie Nelson's cannabis line? What?
Me and you in like 40
Oh,
years.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No.
Me and you in like 40 years.
Yeah. But, I mean, have any of you guys tried, like, the Tommy Chong's line, Willie Nelson's flower line? We have Willie's Reserve out here in Colorado. I don't buy it. I think it's a little more pricey. I mean, you're paying for the name, honestly. But
Oh yeah, you're definitely. These are sick.
yeah, what is that? Yeah, it's just a branded name. It
Yeah,
paying
because
for
like
it.
I have this rig at home, and I think I paid like probably like $80 for it.
Yeah,
But it's $160 because it's.
yeah, it probably costs them $10 to make.
I'll buy one. But
Melody saying I haven't tried any of them. Didn't know she had CBD out, but she is hanging with Snoop. Yeah, Melody, she just dropped it. I mean, it's all just CBD isolate. All these celebrities that are dropping brands are just using CBD isolate because the trace amounts of THC smear other parts of their brand. But CBD is like getting big, so let's try and capitalize on this. Like, I'm just like, no, screw you. Like, why don't you play with the full plant? You little scaredy cat? Huh? You afraid? Melody, it's expensive for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's just a branded product. It's what it is. But I mean, I think it's high quality. I can't say. I have had the Snoop Dogg edibles though. They were like, I think I had like little taffies or something. It was a couple of years ago again, but that was like $10 more for that same milligram in edible. It's just like, yo, I like Snoop Dogg, but yo, I don't like you that much, bro. I'm paying more for the same. Like if I was getting more THC, okay, but it's like, and it's comparison to another product. Like I'm not paying an extra $10 just because it says Snoop Dogg edible company or whatever on it. I don't know. I mean, it's just like Wiz Khalifa. Like he has his own strain. It's Khalifa Kush. Like that's out in LA. Jay-Z has his Weezy F Baby Lil Wayne. He dropped his cannabis company. I think that actually just became available out in Colorado.
Did you know Juicy J makes glass?
Juicy J makes glass?
Yeah.
Well, see, there you go.
And I've seen it. And it is, you want to know what it is?
What?
It's literally, like there's some that have like Juicy J and they'll have Juicy J's face on it. And there was one dude that had all his songs on it. I was like, dude, someone's really got to fucking love Juicy J to buy this rig. Like,
I don't listen to Juicy J. I really don't. Does he even still make music? Like, is Juicy J even still a thing? Like,
but yeah, it's like one of them was like on the base of it was his face with the sunglasses, and then the stem said Juicy J on it. And I was like, how much is it? And he was like, it's like $150. I was like, oh my god.
I don't like Juicy J that much. Like
that's what I said. I don't think I know a Juicy J song.
Martha Stewart CBD blood orange oil drop 750 milligrams. CBD isolate $44.99. Yeah, I mean that's right on par with most CBD isolate products out there on the market. With a few, and most of them are just crazy. Delaney, wait, Matty Ratliff. I have dealt with a few, and most of them are just crazy. Needing purchase help. Willie's taxes get paid. Love old Willie. Willie don't need help paying his taxes, John. Like, Willie is fine. He's gonna be all right. Like, what about me? Willie, help me, bro. Like, I'm on the come up, Willie. Like, you're on the tail end of your career, bro. Like, yo, help me out, bro. Let me get a little shout out from you, Willie. What were you talking, Matthew? What were you referring to? I've dealt with a few, and most of them are just crazy. You guys talking about somebody else? Never mind, I missed that. Sorry. Oh, vegans. I see what you were talking about, Matthew. Delaney done that gas pump dab rig you have, Eden, is cool. Yeah, honestly, it's not even a full rig. So what it is, it's just called a gas pump attachment. That's literally what it's called. It's just a little glass piece, like a bowl, but the top doesn't have an opening. And then you just drop that in where you would normally put a bowl. And then it has a, not latex, but rubber. We'll say I don't think it's rubber. I think it's a better material, but it's a
silicone.
Yeah, there we go. Silicone. And then a silicone tube, and then it has a little gas pump glass piece, and then you slide the gas pump gas piece into the silicone, and then you just heat the tip of it, and then you just touch it to the rig.
It's so dirty.
It does get really, really dirty. It is a pain in the ass, but it's sick.
It is sick.
Like, it's really awesome. It's cool to look at. It's fun to use. And you can take, Because it's kind of like leveraging the technology of a nectar collector in a way.
That's
what it's just an extended nectar collector. Is what
I just haven't used it for a minute because like it's like really fucking sticky right now.
Oh yeah,
it's the reclaim and everything.
Filthy. Yeah, we need to.
Walmart stocked.
They stocked on the.
Yeah, I had Matthew send me a Snapchat a couple days ago, and all the shelves were like they had like three or four like rows.
Hell yes!
Like
the alcohol's back in stock, baby. Time to clean. Everybody's already made all their hand sanitizer, so they back. Melody, you were just in my brain, you know. Silicone was what I was thinking too. Like, Lori said, I just had to get nosy on Martha's site a little. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I was browsing on Martha's site a couple weeks ago, actually. I mean, I do that with most competitors. I just want to see what they're doing, what's going on in their world, you know, see what products they're working on and everything. So, yeah, I did get word about a cool new herb Delta 8 product that'll probably be coming in a few weeks. I'll let you guys know when we get that. But yeah, it looked pretty cool. Stephen Royer, hello, my dear lad. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. I guess evening. It just depends on where you are. Maybe 7:30 and maybe 6. Who knows? It may be 4:30, and you're like, it's still daytime, Eden. Or it could be 5:30. I don't know where you are. Where y'all located?
We are a couple weeks out from daylight savings.
Yes, I will say when we've been leaving here, it hasn't been pitch black anymore, which is cool. Starting to see a little bit of sunlight. You know, in the morning, it's lighter earlier and it's staying dark or lighter a little longer. So, I mean, we're getting closer to the spring and the summer, you know, the extended days. Okay. Crazy Schwinn. Okay. All right, guys. Do you have any last-minute questions before we conclude today's episode of Wellness Wednesday? Okay, so you're in Louisiana. So, yeah, you're 2 hours ahead, right? Yeah.
I have no idea.
You might be. I don't know if that's Central or I think that's East Coast time. John, Texas. Indiana. There we go. Okay. Boom. Okay.
Whoops.
You okay?
Yes.
All right. Whatever, dude.
All my exes.
I'm just pulling up all the giveaway stuff.
Central. You were wrong. It's Central time.
Do what?
Matthew or Stephen Royer. Central time.
Oh, Central.
Yeah.
Damn. I tried. All right, cool. Well, dun. There was no Stew Baby. I know, Delaney, no Stew Baby. We had no. Damn it, Steven. I was hoping that I was going to be right on that. I knew it was like either. Oh, damn it. All right, man. I'll take the loss on that one. But Delaney, I don't know where Stew Baby was. He's probably in bed right now. He's sleeping. Yeah, he's sleeping right now. So Stew Baby is sleeping. So I hopefully will be graced with Stew Baby's presence on Friday. I've shared it, but it doesn't show it. No, I got you, Melody. It's like the little generator thing. It just automatically. I literally just have to like pull the URLs and then it'll pull all that information for you guys. I think he was here on Friday, Lori. He was here because he was like, we were going for a little while and he's like, I might have to go to bed. I always forget that he's like in a completely different time zone than us here. I'm just happy that we even have some UK fans. So I appreciate all of you guys so very much. And thank you all for helping us out by sharing. I know like, you may not like to do it, but it really does like help us out by you guys just clicking that little share button. So I just like to reward you guys. All right, let's see here. Oh, LOL. Okay. Tony, what the fuck? What the fuck is this, dude?
What?
What? Delaney Dunn, you're in Maine. Delaney, you should go to
Moosehead Farms.
Yes, go to Moosehead Farms.
And tell our peep Jody we said what's up.
Yes, that's where I'd go in Maine. I do know a dispensary in Maine, so yes.
You know the owners.
Yes, I do. I know the owners.
I know the owners.
I know people, guys. I know people, okay? Oh, God. You guys make me laugh.
Well, she was like, yeah, I go Moosehead all the time. Love it. Jody and Mike are my favorite.
I'd be like, hell yeah. Hell yes. Okay, everyone. The winner with chicken dinner will be my dear friend Stephen Royer. Stephen Royer.
Stephen. Yeah.
Woo! Stephen Royer, okay? He's going to be pissed. Delaney said need some Wellicy products there. They do. They actually sell our bath bombs there. I already got that. All right, Stephen Royer. Congrats.
Steven.
I mean, I just saw you comment. You did the giggling emoji.
Steven.
Dude, somebody, one of their feedback emails, like, how was your order? Somebody like, this guy was so pissed. He's like, stop emailing me, dickheads. And I'm like, there is an unsubscribe button, But I'm the dickhead, so I went and unsubscribed him. But I was like, yo, bro, like, Jesus. Somebody.
Strawberry kiwi juice.
Good pick. Especially, with the whole, vaping stuff that won't be able to be shipped pretty soon.
Yeah. Fuck you, government.
Straw kiwi CBD vape. I mean, I won't be able to ship you guys any vapable products directly. I'm not lying. All right. It'll pretty much be sometime in April is when we officially stop, because most of our B2C most of our B2C shipments are USPS. Unfortunately, USPS, they're still dicking around and trying to roll out their official regulations or rules and guidance. They're opening a comment period. Everybody's been filling out this USPS form, and now I've been seeing stuff that people's USPS reps are saying that's just a temporary form. We haven't released our official ruling yet. So it's just oh my God, leave it to the government for everything to get confusing. Steven would love Delta 8, but currently not legal here. Yeah, no, I hear you, man. That's Louisiana, man, that might be one of the last states, but I don't know, man. You never know. But again, honestly, if cannabis legalization is a big priority for you guys, make sure you make your opinions or your voices heard when you can vote, because you're not, obviously the people that have been there aren't gonna push forward legalization. So I don't know. That blows. Local vape shops jack up the prices. Justin,
you'll see that go down.
That's going to go down. Of course. Their prices are going to be higher because they have overhead. You walk in, you have an employee there that greets you, that can answer any of your questions. Yeah, most vape, online companies, you can do that with a live chat. Sometimes you'll get an instant response. Sometimes, we'll get back to you in 24 to 48 hours. And then it's so yeah, but the price can, yes, they do have higher. They have overhead. They have employees. They have fixed expenses that they have to cover. So yes, the cost will go up, but I think we will see some of those prices slightly decline, because they're not going to have, it's going to be a volume game. They're going to see their volume increase dramatically. So then they're going to be like, okay, well, we have X overhead that we have to cover. So, and we're selling this many bottles and we're making all this excess. We can help our most legit companies. They'll be like, yo, we're going to help our customers out and, slightly reduce the cost, because we're moving more in volume now, because now nobody can order stuff online. B2B shipment, we can do B2B, but B2C shipment of vapable products is dead. After April, guys, dead. Yes, there probably will be companies out there that are sketchy and still shipping, but I'm not going to be one of those. So I'm just letting you guys know, if you guys want vapable products, it's like the Aero Pros, even the Aero Pro device, I can't ship. My vape shop knows squat. I know more than they do. Well, I mean, that's problematic for them. That's why we offer our educational services to all new shops, to all of our customers that we sell to for wholesale. Because it's like, I'm only going, like, it benefits me if your employees are more educated and know what the hell they're talking about when a customer is asking them about Wellicy XYZ product. That knowledge is going to help them guide that person on the right product. That person is going to love that person for helping them. And they're also going to fall in love with the product, hopefully. And then it's just rinse and repeat. Keep coming back. That's how you create repeat customers. So that all starts with me. I can help educate you. I don't expect your employees to be as passionate. Yeah, sure. But I mean, guys, it's a thing. It does happen where you go to vape shops, you go to CBD shops. The person behind the counter doesn't give two shits. They don't know the difference between X, Y, and Z product. Why you would do this, why you would do that. Because they're just getting paid an hourly job and they don't give a shit. They're just there. It could be a high school kid or somebody, that is an extra job. But, there are the shops that we deal with that we're selling to, like, their employees are very well invested. They're very passionate about these products. And, a lot of them are very well educated, but some of them do need the education, and we're here to help. So just like how I give education to you guys, I do the same thing with our wholesale customers. Delaney said, I love that you guys do these streams to educate and answer questions. I mean, I've been doing it for now 147 weeks. I mean, no other brand has any consistency in regards to educational live streams like that. None of them. You can't say that on a consistent basis that they're in this format doing a live stream. Yes, there's a lot of the big brands are constantly educating. I'm not saying we're the only ones. There's a ton of them that are out there educating. But on it, having a owner of the company and with the end consumer, with Cam, other Wellicy employees here that you can all get feedback from, you're just not getting that anywhere else. So, I'm just happy that you guys support us and have allowed us to keep doing this. I remember your first, the first Wellness Wednesday? Yeah, I know. The set was nothing. There was a few products on the table, and I think we literally just had this Wellicy banner in the background with like a red wall. I remember that. I think it was like CBD isolate versus full spectrum CBD or something. I think it was the first episode that we covered on Wellness Wednesday 2 years or 3 years ago almost. 3 year. I guess it'll be 3 years in March. Damn. Like, all right. There you go, Seat Melody. Damn, you've been watching us for a good while. Matthew said the ban might not go through. The post office is getting sued over it. Okay, the post office can get sued for it, but
it's still
the government,
it don't matter.
The federal government wrote this bill. Like, the post office, like, what they're doing is just how they're going to handle this, how they're going to handle the packages. That's what their rules and guidelines are. They can't go in and change the PACT Act.
And not to... If they lost that lawsuit, technically wouldn't taxpayers just pay that money to the person that won the lawsuit? So exactly. Technically you're just paying yourself. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, you're just kind of just screwing yourself as well as everyone else. Yeah,
everyone else that pays. Yeah, it's a government agency.
So they're not paying for it.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck. Sue us all you want. We don't care. You guys are paying for it. We're also gonna bill you for the legal fees. Yeah. But I hear you, Matthew. I mean, I will say just be careful who you're getting your information from, because this shit is real. Real as it can get. This is the biggest change in the vape industry for, I mean, honestly, probably since the talk about PMTAs. This is the biggest thing. Like, this is like, holy shit. So it's just the way I just didn't like how they worded it and how it grouped in cannabis, CBD products. Like, it's just bullshit. It's exactly, Melody. The good old government. Like, they're don't have our best interests at heart when we all know why are you banning cigarettes. And we all know what's safer. Like, they just want everyone to go back to smoking cigarettes. That's all they want. They're just like, oh, we're just trying to protect the children. The children like the flavors, so we're trying to protect the children. That's all they're trying to, like, masquerade in front of everybody. But really what they want is, like, big tobacco's like, yo, like, you got to do something about this. Like, this ain't cool. You know what you guys are going to see? You're going to see big tobacco start releasing vaporized products, and they're going to figure out ways around all this. That's all they're doing. They're freeing up the market. It's the way it goes down. How are they going to know if there's vape products in the package? Well, they can start knowing, the company, or God forbid somebody reports it, or if they inspect a package. Delaney, I mean, I'll tell you this. It's a felony offense now, with jail time upwards of 3 to 10 years. I'm sorry. I'm not going to risk spending 3 to 10 years in prison for sending you a vape juice. Like I said, there will be companies get around it. I mean, listen, it all comes back to, how do they know you're not supposed to ship weed? But we all know the USPS is the largest drug mule. It's just, and the ATF is supposed to be keeping a running list, working with local business, the SBA and things. Like, people register and you say what you do, so they can start compiling information, and making, compiling databases. And then what they're going to start doing is the ATF is going to start sending that list to, like, banks, merchant processors. So that once that starts going off, if you're on that list and your merchant processor shuts you down, well, shipping a product is the least of your concerns now. How are you going to process a payment? So, yep, exactly. The tobacco tax, nicotine bond, or tobacco bonds. You guys don't know what that is? Google tobacco bonds, and you will see exactly why the government is hemorrhaging money now. You guys will see exactly. You'll peek behind the curtain. It's disgusting. Public health, my ass. It's crazy, Melody, but you are absolutely correct. That's what they're working on. How are they going to be able to figure this stuff out and kind of mitigate this, or monitor this, I should say? We don't know. But the big old government and the way they word it, it's just so vague. It just groups so many things. It's just like, there is just one person that they're going to make an example out of. That's what's going to happen. People are going to do it until somebody, like, gets made an example out of, and that's going to be a big example. I mean, shit, the FTC did it with CBD products. The FDA has been handing out, warnings, like, stop making medical claims, and companies are like, okay, bud. But now the FTC slapped, they just came in, like, hey, just big dick them. The FTC came in and fined 5 CBD companies, some, 6 figures. Many of them started up in 7 figures. And then they just had to negotiate down. 6-figure fines from companies. There was one company that we were working with. You guys want to know? Like, there was one, Steve's Goods, guys. That's why you don't see Steve's Goods on the website anymore, because they got fined by the FTC for making unspeculated medical claims, or unproven medical claims. So I removed it. I'm not having that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sell a company that makes those medical claims and is getting fined for it when it's very well known not to do that. So, that is one of the that's the only reason, actually, why Steve's Goods is not sold on Wellicy.com anymore. It's because of that. Because it's like, if you're making medical claims to try and get an upper hand to push your products, where else are you trying to make shortcuts? Buy from a reputable company. I work with reputable companies. Once I saw that, that's not reputable, in my opinion, anymore. Gone. So I just want to, make sure I always have your guys' best interests at heart. But that's all I have for you. I know we kind of ranted on a little longer after that about the whole PAX Act and everything. Don't worry, guys. Once we get closer to it, and I know for sure of more of everything, specifically for the USPS stuff, I'll kind of do an episode on it. But I'll tell you, UPS, FedEx, that shit's done starting in March. Like, they already came out and said, we're not doing anything, not even B2B. Like, they just made a corporate decision that they want to mitigate the risk, so they're just done. So, Be careful out there, guys. I'll keep you updated. Reach out if you guys need anything from us. But yes, and actually, wait. Who won today? Stephen Royer, you've ordered from us in the past. Is your address the same? If it's changed, email Cameron@wellicy.com, and then we'll get it updated. Hey, Eric, I'm new to CBD and late to the live. Well, Eric, what do you need to know about CBD? I'm here for you. What do you need, Erica? What do you want to know about CBD? Are you trying to use CBD? What are you trying to use CBD for? It's the same, Steven? Okay, perfect. So then we'll get it shipped out for you. Thank you. I always forget to ask some of you guys that if your address has changed, but I know most of you it is the same. Have a good rest of your week. See you Friday. Yes, Melody. Erica, I'm here if you want to chat, but you can always shoot me a direct message on the Wellicy page. Is it good for pain and anxiety? Well, guys, I mean, I'll tell you, pain and anxiety are two of the largest use cases for CBD. You know, those are some of the more heavily studied potential effects that it provides. And, you know, preliminary research has shown that it does have the potential to provide some relief mechanisms in regards to pain and anxiety relief. But, you know, that is something that it's not guaranteed, especially like I'll tell you this, Erica, I use CBD products for my anxiety and I find it effective for me, but that's of a personal experience, me sharing my personal opinion and my personal experience with these products. So, Erica, I mean, here's this Lori Cam saying yes. I mean, I'll tell you this, Erica, a large portion of the people in this live stream with you probably leverage CBD products for one, if not both of those two things that you just listed. I mean, Erica, I have past Wellness Wednesday episodes. We have episodes on CBD for anxiety, CBD for pain management, things like that. So, I mean, we have this is the 147th episode. So we have a lot of educational content, Erica. If you need anything, product recommendations or anything, feel free to shoot me a direct message on the Wellicy Facebook page. But of course, we will be live on Friday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern. All right, guys, reach out if you need anything. We love you. Thank you all for your support and have a good night.
Bye.